I first became addicted to cocaine when I was 18 years old. I got involved with the wrong kind of guy, and it took me down very quickly.
I started using methamphetamine when I was 15.
I was addicted to heroin for 1.5 years after being addicted to pain pills for about 7 years.
I got arrested while on parole, and I was pregnant when I got arrested, and I just was at a point where I was just done. You know, I wasn't happy, and I really knew that it was time that I got help. You know, I was pregnant again with my 4th child and going back to prison, and I was just tired, you know.
I was on my way to prison for the 5th time. I was sentenced to the Haven and given a chance.
The Haven is a modified therapeutic community for women who are addicted to substances and have co-occurring disorders.
I was addicted for 20 years. It took me 20 years to have a stronghold on my life, so there's no way 45 days is going to break that. The Haven is a longer-term treatment facility. I first heard about the Haven 10 years ago, and hearing some stories from people that weren't successful at the Haven discouraged me from going, and I decided to go to prison instead. That was a big mistake.
I walked in and I saw at least 40 women, and everybody looked normal to me. And it scared me because I didn't think that I would ever fit in with normal. What I came to find out is that every single woman in this house was me. And we all struggled together, and we all triumphed together.
That support continues even when they leave here, that all women go into our outpatient therapeutic community.
At first, I totally resented the program. I was like, I'm just gonna fly under the radar.
Where'd she go?
But halfway through my program, something hit me, and it was just like, I really want this. I surrendered completely 100% to the program, and I never thought I would.
Good to see you, sweetheart. Learning about the fact that I had a disease and not a moral dilemma, that was huge. That was huge because I thought I was a bad person.
People believe in you here, and it's not something that many people get, you know, that second chance to just build everything all over again, to totally rebuild your life. And that's what the Haven gives you.
We were the first program actually in the nation to have a kind of peer-run community doula program in a substance abuse facility. They're unique in that they just don't provide, you know, comfort measures and normal kind of doula work and helping to get the client set up with prenatal care and taking them to appointments and being at their labor and delivery, but also really being a mentor in their recovery because they have been through treatment themselves, their parents themselves.
Do you want to go down the slide right there?
Moms wake up and start their day feeding their children and then coming down to the child care center about 8 a.m. And then women are really in a lot of substance abuse groups from 8 to about 4, where the children are in our licensed child care center receiving specialized services there, and mom is concentrating on her treatment.
Heading to the Baby Haven, take the kids to school.
Baby Haven is a wonderful place. We're so lucky to have a brand new facility that is licensed.
They provided parenting classes, feedback, everything that I really need to be able to parent Jayla and to be a good mom.
There's a family structure here that I never really had growing up, that I've never really had in my life, and just to sit down every night at the same time and eat dinner with a house full of 40 people is great.
Hi, girls. How you doing?
We have a camping trip, we take the clients skiing, we take the clients horseback riding and all sorts of different adventures. They go to the Beulah Theater. It's important that in recovery that they learn how to have fun.
We don't think when we're using that we're ever going to have the ability to have fun again. We don't think that we're fun people. We don't think we have the ability to play. We lose our inner child. This chance that I had to find the little girl that I had lost, you know, and to experience things that I had never experienced because I had been chained by my addiction.
Knees, arms out. Exhale, bend forward.
been a life-changing experience for me though. Like, I am a totally different person now than what I was even, 2 years ago when I first got arrested.
And now I have a say in my life.
I made parole. I knew it. I told you.
It's the best feeling in the whole wide world to know that I've spent this last 21 months recreating my whole life into something that is great.
I've never worked a job in my life, so I've taken a job readiness course, and I learned how to make a resume, and I've had mock interviews. I'm just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time.
The Department of Criminal Justice did an independent study and found that 90% of our clients are still drug and alcohol free and crime free 2 years after completion from the program, which is huge because the Haven takes women who are the most severely addicted.
Miracles happen every day here, every day here.
I own a home. I have my children back. I have a great job. Every day when I wake up in the morning, I walk downstairs and I fix a cup of coffee and I sit at my desk and I look at my graduation book and I remember the seed that was planted at the Haven, and I know that I would never be what I am today had I not had that chance.
And I know that I do deserve to have a life. And I'm just gonna fight whatever it takes. I'm fighting for my life today.
Recovery is life. It's a life that I never thought was possible.
I will always, always be a part of the Haven, always, because it's a part of me.